அன்பார்ந்த மாணவர்களை, இந்த வீடியோவில் 12ஆம் வகுப்பிற்குரிய கெமிஸ்ட்ரி பாடத்தில் 7th யூனிட் கெமிக்கல் கைனடிக்ஸ் என்ற பாடத்தில் அர்ஹீனியஸ் ஈக்குவேஷன், த எஃபெக்ட் ஆஃப் டெம்பரேச்சர் ஆன் ரியாக்ஷன் ரேட் என்ற பகுதியை பார்க்க உள்ளோம். First, we can study the effect of temperature on reaction rate. Already we studied in collision theory. We studied the collision theory. You see here the graph in which potential energy is plotted along the y-axis. Then reaction progress is along the x-axis. This is the energy of reactants. Right. This is energy of activated complex or transition state. So in between the reactants and products, there is an energy barrier. This energy barrier is called activation energy. If we increase the temperature, then what will happen? The potential energy of reactant molecules will increase. So instead of here, the reactant molecules energy will come here, upper side. Okay. So automatically then the activation energy will decrease. And hence the rate of reaction also will increase. Okay. So generally, in all the reaction, when temperature increases, rate of reaction also increases. In most of the reaction, at around the room temperature, for every 10 Kelvin rise in temperature, rate of reaction is also doubled. Okay. Then the effect of temperature we can identify from the following simple experiment. There are two test tubes. We can take two test tubes, say A and B. In one test tube, we can take cold water. Another test tube, we can take hot water. Then add little magnesium granules in both the test tubes. And add few drops of phenolphthalein indicator in both the tubes, both the test tubes. Here you see here cold water, magnesium granules, and phenolphthalein. Here cold water, hot water, magnesium granules, and phenolphthalein. Okay. So now what will happen? You see, in the first test tube A, there is no color change observed. We know that phenolphthalein is an indicator. It gives a pink color in alkaline solution. In the solution, you see, there is no color change. Here, color change occurs. Okay. How the color change occurs? What is the reason? Because the magnesium reacts with water to form magnesium ion and OH minus ion plus H2 gas. That means magnesium loses 2 electron to form Mg2 plus. Water split into H and OH. Okay. 2 water molecule from this 2 hydrogen combined to form H2. Remaining 2 OH is there. Each OH absorbs or it takes 1 electron which is released by the magnesium to form 2 OH minus. Okay. Since the solution having this OH minus hydroxyl ion, the color of the solution changed to pink due to the presence of phenolphthalein indicator. Okay. You see, generally the rate of reaction increases with the increasing temperature. However, there are very few exceptions. The magnitude of this increase in rate is different for different reactions. As a rough rule, for many reactions near room temperature, reaction rate tends to double when the temperature is increased by 10 degrees Celsius or 10 Kelvin. Okay. Then now let us see an activity. Let us understand the effect of temperature on reaction rate by doing this activity. One, take two test tubes, label them as A and B. Take 5 ml of cold water in A and a drop of phenolphthalein indicator and then add magnesium granules. Repeat the same with 5 ml of hot water in test tube B. Observe the two test tubes. The observation shows that the solution in test tube B changes to pink color and there is no such color change in test tube A. That is, hot water reacts with magnesium according to the following reaction and there is no such reaction in cold water. A temperature low, so no reaction. A temperature high, so reaction occurs. Okay. The resultant solution is basic and it is indicated by phenolphthalein. A large number of reactions are known which do not take place at room temperature but occur readily at higher temperatures. Example, reaction between hydrogen and oxygen to form water takes place only when an electric spark is passed. Okay, at room temperature, hydrogen and oxygen cannot combine to form water. Okay, but at a higher temperature, that means in the presence of electric spark, the reaction takes place. Arrhenius suggested that the rate of most reactions vary with the temperature in such a way that rate constant is directly proportional to rate constant is directly proportional to e to the power minus Ea by RT. And he proposed a relation between rate constant and temperature. This is one of the very important question. Question number 14. You see question number 14. Write Arrhenius equation and explain the terms involved. Arrhenius equation is, here we studied, see, rate constant is directly proportional to e raised to minus Ea by RT. So we can write rate constant K is equal to A e raised to minus Ea by RT. This A is proportionality constant. That is actually frequency factor. Okay. So the Arrhenius equation is small k, not capital, small k equal to A e raised to minus Ea by RT, where A is frequency factor or the gas constant, Ea, the activation energy of the reaction, and T, absolute temperature, that means temperature in Kelvin scale. K is rate constant. Okay, this much is answer for question number 14. Then the frequency factor A is related to the frequency of collisions. That means number of collisions per second between the reacting molecules. For the factor A does not vary significantly with the temperature and hence it may be taken as a constant. Ea is the activation energy of the reaction, which Arrhenius considered as the minimum energy that a molecule must have to possess to react. That is the activation energy. Ea is the activation energy of the reaction, which Arrhenius considered as the minimum energy that a molecule must have to possess to react. So if the reactive molecules have minimum this quantity of energy, then only it will react to form the product. Otherwise, it cannot react. Then next one of the very important question, it is not given in our textbook. The question is not given, but it is actually one of the very important question. How is activation energy determined from Arrhenius equation? Okay, you see, first we have to write for this question also. First we have to write Arrhenius equation. So we have to start from this. Arrhenius equation can be written as K is equal to A e raised to minus Ea by RT. Then taking logarithm on both sides of the equation. Okay, so we will get, you see here, here logarithm means we have to take which logarithm? Natural logarithm, not common logarithm. Okay, natural logarithm we have to take, because here the term e is there. Okay, if we take natural logarithm, then the term e will vanish. Okay, so you see ln k equal to ln a. Then we have to put a positive sign plus. It's because this multiplication. In the case of log m into n is equal to log m plus log n. So log a, log means here ln a, then plus ln e to the power minus ea by rt this time. Okay. Then you see next step, you see what will happen. You see we studied that in lower class log m to the power n is equal to n log m. If there is any power terms are there, we have to write as a coefficient. Left side we can write. Okay. So this power will come to the left side minus ea by rt. So here plus is there. Plus into minus becomes minus ea by rt. Then ln e. Okay, what is the meaning of ln? Ln means log base e. Here the number is also e. So here we will get log e base e. Log e base e. In lower class you studied log a to the base a is 1. Okay, if the number and base is same, then the answer is 1. So here also the same way only we will get log e to the base e. That is 1. Okay, that is what is written here. Okay, ln means log base e. Here number is also e. So log e base e equal to 1. So no need to write here that time. Ln e not required to write here. Okay. Then this time we rearrange. So we will get ln k is equal to ln a minus ea by r. And this t we can write separately. That is 1 by t. Okay. Now you see this equation is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, or we can write y is equal to c plus mx. Here you see only there are two variables. What are the variables here? K and t. Ea is activation energy, that is a constant, one fixed value for particular reaction. R is universal gas constant. A is frequency factor, it is also constant. So here the variables are only two terms, k and t. So ln k we can plot along the y-axis, 1 by t we plot along the x-axis. So we will get a slope. The slope is equal to minus ea by rt. Okay, we will get negative slope only, that is minus ea by rt. Then y-axis intercept is equal to ln a. If you know y-axis intercept, from that we can find out the value of a, frequency factor. Okay, the above equation is of the form of straight line y is equal to mx plus c. A plot of ln k versus 1 by t gives a straight line with a negative slope minus ea by r. If the rate constant for a reaction at two different temperature is known, we can calculate activation energy as follows. You see here, at the temperature T is equal to T1, the rate constant K is equal to K1. Substitute these values in this equation. Okay, this equation we can substitute. Okay, so we'll get ln K1 equal to ln A minus EA by RT1. That is what we are getting here. Okay, at the temperature T is equal to T2, the rate constant K is equal to K2. Substituting these values in this equation, we will get ln K2 equal to ln A minus EA by RT2. So we'll get this equation. Okay, this equation 3, this one we can take this equation of 4. Now the equation 4 minus equation 3 gives this equation minus this one. We will get ln K2 minus ln K1 equal to ln A and ln A cancel. Okay, then minus EA by RT2, then minus, here also minus, so it becomes a plus EA by RT1. Okay, that is what this one. Okay, you see, then ln K2 equal to minus ln K1 equal to minus EA by RT2 plus EA by RT1. Now you see, log m minus log n is equal to log m by n. So we can write in the form, the division form, we can write like this. Okay, equal to, here you see EA by R is common. We can take it out, EA by R. The remaining term we can write inside the bracket. You see here, this is minus term. So we can write this secondly. First we can write this one. This is plus 1. So 1 by T1, we can write here 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Okay. Then here you see ln, natural log. The natural log we can change into common logarithm by multiplication with a factor of 2.303. So we can multiply here. So we will get 2.303 log K2 by K1. Instead of ln we can write 2.303 log. Log means here log base 10. Okay. K2 by K1 equal to EA by R. Here we can take LCM. That is T1, T2. Okay. This term we can multiply with the T1, T2. So T1 and T1 cancel. Remaining is T2. We can write here T2. Then this term, here one minus is there. Minus we written. Then 1 by T1, T2 into T1, T2. The LCM value. We can multiply this one. Okay. 1 by T2 into T1, T2. So T2 and T2 will cancel. Remaining is T1. We can write here. Okay. Then this 2.303 we change to the right side. So we will get log K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. This equation can be used to calculate EA, activation energy, from rate constant K1 and K2 at the temperatures T1 and T2. Okay, this much is one of the question. There is also another very important question. Okay, or they may ask the question, write an expression to determine or to calculate activation energy from Arrhenius equation. Like that also they may ask question. Okay. Then example 7. The rate constant of a reaction at 400 and 200 Kelvin are 0.04 and 0.02 per second respectively. Calculate the value of activation energy. It is very simple question. The given values first we written. You see T2 higher temperature 400 Kelvin, T1 200 Kelvin, K2 rate constant higher temperature. This is 0.04. Then K1 0.02 per second. Okay. Then R is equal to, that is universal gas constant 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Then we can write the equation, this equation. We can write log K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. Substitute the values. Log K2 is 0.04, K1 is 0.02. Okay, equal to EA by 2.303 into R value 8.314 into higher temperature is 400, lower temperature is 200 divided by 400 and 200. Okay. Then you see here this value double is this one. So we can cancel this one here 2. Okay. So log 2 equal to the right side value as it is we written. Okay, as it is. Then you see here. Then you see here 400 minus 200 is 200. Okay. Next line we can write, or here also we can change, no problem. Okay. So instead of these two values, we will get only 200. Okay. Then now we can find out the EA, activation energy, equal to this denominator values will go to the numerator, cross multiply. Okay. So 2.303 into 8.314 into 400 into 200 into log 2. This one. Okay. Divided by here numerator you see 200. 400 minus 200. That is 200. Okay. Now this 200 and this 200 cancel. The remaining terms we can write 2.303 into 8.314 into 400 into log 2 is 0.3010. Okay. For log 2 characteristic is 0. Mandisa part we can get from the class table. Okay. Then we can simplify these terms by taking logarithm. Simple multiplication is very difficult. Okay. By taking logarithm we can simplify. One by one. You see the log 2.303, this number. Okay. Then log this 8.314 is taken. Log 400 is taken. Log 0.3010 is taken. All these values are written. Okay. Then all these values we can add. We get to this value. Find out anti-log. This value 2.305 into 10 to the power 3. Okay. So it is written here. Point here you see here 10 to the power 3. Point 3 digit to the right. We put the decimal point. So 2308 joule per mole. But since the number is very large, we can write in kilojoule. So 3 digit to the left, we can put a decimal point and put a kilojoule per mole. Okay, like this we will get. Then question number 8. Rate constant K of a reaction varies with the temperature T according to the following Arrhenius equation. Log K equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 R into 1 by T, where EA is activation energy when a graph is plotted for a straight line with the slope of minus 4000 Kelvin is obtained. Calculate the activation energy. Here you see log K is plotted against 1 by T. Okay, so we will get the slope is equal to minus EA by 2.303. The value of slope is given here, minus 4000 Kelvin. Okay, so you see we written first we can write the R value. R is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so M is equal to minus EA by, you see from the equation, this is the M value, minus EA by 2.303 R equal to minus 4000. Now we have to find out EA is how much. Okay, so cross multiply. The minus and minus will cancel. So EA equal to 2.303 R into 4000. Or 4000 into 2.303 into R. Okay, R value we write 8.314. Okay, now for these terms we can take logarithm and simplify. Log 4000 written, log 2.303 written here, log 8.314 this value. Okay, then we can add all the three values. Okay, we can add all the three values. You see, so we will get to 4.8842. Take antilog for this number, we will get this value 7.659 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, 10 to the power 4 we will get this, right? This much, what is the unit? Joule per mole. This one, joule per mole. Since the value is very large, we can change into kilojoule. So instead of 10 to the power minus 4, we can take 10 to the power minus 3. That means this value we can divide by 1000. Divide by 1000, we will get a kilojoule. When divide by 1000, that means 10 to the power 3, and we will get here 10 only. This is 10 to the power 4, numerator, denominator 10 to the power 3. So when we cancel these two, we will get to 10. So this value we can multiply with the 10. So which is equal to 76.59 kilojoule per mole we will get. Okay. The next question you see, evaluate yourself. For a first order reaction, the rate constant at 500 Kelvin is 8 into 10 to the power minus 4 per second. Calculate the frequency factor if the energy activation for the reaction is given 190 kilojoule per mole. The given values we written right first. K is equal to 500 Kelvin. K is equal to first T. T is equal to 500 Kelvin. K is equal to, K is given here 8 into 10 to the power minus 4 per second. R is universal gas constant 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. EA is here given 190 kilojoule per mole. 190 kilojoule per mole. Kilojoule, it is not SI unit. We can change into joule. So multiply with 1000. So 3 more zeros written here. Joule per mole. Okay. So A is equal to, we have to find out A. Then Arrhenius equation is K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA by RT. Okay. So our question is to find out A is right. So from this we can write A is equal to A. So this E raised to minus EA by RT we can change it to the other side, this side. So it will go to the denominator. Okay, here power you see minus sign is there. When the value we change it to the numerator, the minus sign will change into plus. So we'll get like this: A is equal to K into E raised to EA by RT. Here there is no minus sign because A is equal to, we have to get like this: A is equal to K divided by E raised to minus EA by RT. That time will go to the denominator. Since we changed here to the numerator, the minus sign is changed into positive sign. Okay. Then ln A equal to, then take logarithm on both sides, natural logarithm. Okay. So ln A equal to here ln K plus ln E raised to EA by RT. Is right. Now you see what will happen. The EA by RT will go to the left side. So we'll get here EA by RT. Okay, then we will get ln e. Ln e is equal to 1. That means log e to the base e. That is 1. So it is not written here. Okay, then substitute the values. Okay, you see here. Sorry, one more arrangement here. Ln a, natural log is right. Natural log is converted into common log, so we have to multiply with the 2.303. 2.303. So then again you see that 2.303 is changed to the right side, because in this time 2.303 will come. Here also 2.303 will come. Okay, so when we multiply with the 2.303, no need to write here and here, but here we have to write in the denominator only. Okay, so it is written here, you see only log a, common log, here log k plus ea by 2.303 RT. Okay, then we can substitute the values. Log a is equal to log k. K is 8 into 10 to the power minus 4 plus ea by, ea is this one, 19 4 times 0. Okay, divided by 2.303 into r is 8.314 into 500. Okay, this value is simplified then. We're taking log, you see here log 2.303, the denominator values. Then log 8.314, log 500, all together added here. Then numerator value is written. Okay, log 19, 110, 1,90,000 is right. 1,90,000 here. 5 point, like this value we will get. This is numerator value. Then we have to write the denominator value. This value we can write. Okay. Then we can subtract these two. We will get this value. Find out anti-log. We will get 19.85. 9.985 we are supposed to get, but here 1 point. Characteristic is 1. So 1 digit to the right, we put the decimal point. Okay. So here we will get 19.85 instead of this value. Okay. Then we can simplify these three values. These three values. Here 19.85, here minus 4. So 15.85 plus this value. We will get this one. Okay. This is log a. But we want to find out a is how much. So taking anti-log on both sides. So here we will get a. This log will cancel. Okay. Because we take anti-log. Okay. So we'll get here a. A is equal to anti-log of this number. Okay. So we can take anti-log for this number. That means after the decimal point, we can find out anti-log. That is 5.663 into, this is characteristic part. So 10 to the power 16. அன்பார்ந்த மாணவர்களே, இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடித்திருந்தால் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்யுங்கள், லைக் செய்யுங்கள், ஷேர் செய்யுங்கள். திரையில் தோன்றும் லிங்கை பயன்படுத்தி +2 கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் உள்ள வீடியோக்கள் அனைத்தையும் பார்வையிடலாம். நன்றி.